Hey Tribe, today I'm talking about one of the alternate events for the Army Combat Fitness Test. So the rower, it is a 5,000 meter row or 5-kilometer row for time, and dependent upon your gender currently, is going to really depend on how long you have, but between the males and the females, you have roughly 30 to 33 minutes-ish to complete this 5,000 meter row. So what does that time breakdown really look like? So that means that you're doing about 6 and change for every 1,000 meters or 1 kilometer. And then if you look at the breakdown even further for a 500 meter, that's gonna be roughly 3 and change. So roughly, I think for females, it's about 322 for every 500 meters. And then for the males, it's about 304, I think it breaks down to. And that's a super approximation. But you're gonna have to look at the scoring scales and the score charts to make sure that you're keeping on pace. All right, Tribe, let me talk real quick about some really critical pieces in your setup. So you see that we have some foot pads down here, and there are numbers on this the foot pads. So if I place my feet, and I know roughly on a rower where I need to be placed, I'm usually on a 3. So as you can see, I can adjust the foot pads here. But when I strap in, you'll notice that the ends of my laces are roughly right where the straps should fall. That's a rough guesstimation for everybody, but I just want to point that out. The other thing is the dampener. So as you can see right now, I just grabbed this rower, and currently it's already at a 10. So whoever was last on this had this thing cranked all the way up. But I want to show you something interesting. Most professional rowers during training are really at a 3 to 5, somewhere in this range. If I'm warming up, I'm typically down at a 2. I'm even below that. And that's for a great warm up, just a nice and easy pace and just kind of get the mechanics going. But realistically, when I'm doing it for time, I'm gonna be at a 4, okay? So I've got my feet strapped in, nice and tight. I'm going to adjust these straps so that... All right, Tribe, I am strapped into my rower, and I'm just gonna talk about real quick these mechanics of the leg drive. So we oftentimes forget that the largest muscle groups in our bodies exist down here, okay? So when I pull, I am driving through my leg. And notice how I'm not going super fast on this. So you're gonna first thing, drive through your legs. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the pull. So after I drive through my leg, then I pull. So if I do the slow-mo, I'm driving through my legs, then I finish with that pull, and now I'm just gonna reverse the motion, okay? Notice how I don't need to fold all the way forward. Here's the deal. If I'm folding forward, I cannot catch my breath, because now I'm in a folded forward position. So think about staying upright, engaging those shoulder blades back. At that pace, I'm at sub 2 minutes for every 500 meters. I mean, I could probably keep that up for quite some time. So the deal is here, and the tip is, you need to slow down to speed up. Okay, drive through the legs and slow this down. So the pull to retraction ratio is 1 to 2. I'm driving with my legs, that's 1, and then let's say it took 1 second, then I'm gonna collapse forward for 2. Sorry, not collapse, but you're gonna retract for 2, okay? By the way, my dampener right now is set to 2, okay? And I'm rowing at a sub 2 minute every 500 meter pace. So I just wanna point out that if you are doing this event, you don't need to be cranking on this thing like this. I'm going much faster when I slow down. So that's going to save you on this event. Okay, tribe, I just want to talk about some finer points about this event. So if I am rowing, notice how my heels right now are starting to come up off those foot pads. Keep them down if you can. So think about if I was standing up vertically, okay? Right now I'm not going to, but just imagine I'm standing vertically. And let's say I had to jump, but now my heels are up, right? And I'm on my tippy toes, and I'm having to drive and jump. Am I gonna be able to jump higher if my heels are down? Or if they're up, if I'm up on my tippy toes? Probably with my heels down, right? I'm gonna get more drive, I'm gonna get more power. So imagine again, I am jumping, but this time, I have my heels down. I'm getting more drive, more power, more momentum if I keep my heels down. A lot of people lack what's called that dorsal flexion. So in your ankles, we are all able to have a range of motion or flexibility where it all depends. So here's the deal. If you're about to here, then that's where you're at. But you need to figure out where that angle is for your dorsal flexion, for your ankle flexion, so that you can still drive through your heels. So that's a super, super critical tip, and that's a cheat code that's gonna help you out. Grip. If you just rotate your wrists just a little bit forward, and this is a good cheat code for this, you're getting a little bit more leverage and not tiring out your grip here or here, because really my arms are pretty relaxed through that leg drive up until I have that last little pull. All right, tribe, I hope this has been super helpful for you, and let me know how your Army Combat Fitness test goes.